In the heart of North Africa, a rivalry has been simmering for decades, influencing not just the political landscape, but also regional stability. Algeria versus Morocco, two nations with a shared history yet uncertain future relations. This raises an important question. What's really at the core of this rivalry? How has it survived for so long, and could it turn into something much bigger? Let's unpack the tensions between these two nations and explore the potential consequences for the region and the world. Welcome to Geofocus, where we analyze the world's key geopolitical issues. In the early stages of Algeria's struggle for independence from France, Morocco played a crucial, albeit complex, role. As a neighboring country with shared colonial experiences, Morocco's support was pivotal in providing sanctuary and logistical support to Algerian rebels. The National Liberation Front, FLN, the main revolutionary movement in Algeria, found refuge and military training within Moroccan borders, particularly in cities like Oujda. Moroccan leaders, especially King Mohammed V, saw the Algerian fight as part of a broader struggle for decolonization. Their shared goal of expelling European colonial powers aligned their interests during the 1950s and early 1960s. Despite initial solidarity, and shortly after Algerian independence, both nations clashed over disputed territories along their border, leading to the Sand War in 1963. Although a ceasefire was reached, the mistrust and animosity between the two nations persisted. In the years that followed, their ties have fluctuated between brief periods of diplomatic engagement and prolonged hostility. Though both countries have engaged in negotiations and occasionally tried to resolve their differences, competing regional ambitions continuously undermined any cooperation. One of the biggest flashpoints in this rivalry is the territory of Western Sahara. After Spain withdrew in 1975, Morocco reclaimed the territory, citing historical ties and the desire to re-annex the region. However, Algeria backed the Polisario Front, a separatist group that challenges Morocco's sovereignty. Despite United Nations efforts, the situation remains unresolved, and tensions continue to simmer. Morocco controls most of the territory, while Algeria provides military and diplomatic support to the Polisario. The situation is often described as one of the longest unresolved territorial disputes in the world. Beyond borders, Algeria and Morocco also compete economically and politically for regional dominance. Economically, Algeria is highly dependent on its vast oil and gas reserves. This resource wealth makes Algeria one of Africa's largest exporters of natural gas to Europe, playing a pivotal role in global energy markets. On the other hand, Morocco has successfully diversified its economy into sectors such as tourism, manufacturing, and renewable energy, positioning itself as a regional leader in sustainable development, politically. During the Cold War, Algeria aligned with Russia and China, seeking support from communist bloc nations. Meanwhile, Morocco positioned itself as a pro-Western ally, strengthening its ties with the United States and Europe. Diplomatically, the two nations are vying for influence in Africa, especially within the African Union and other continental organizations. The growing involvement of foreign powers through strategic alliances has further intensified tensions. In 2021, Algeria officially cut diplomatic ties with Morocco, citing hostile actions. Since then, both nations have ramped up military spending. Algeria purchases advanced Russian weaponry, including air defense systems and fighter jets, while Morocco has secured drones and missile systems from the US and Israel, signaling a growing military rivalry. With escalating military exercises, border incidents, and increasing military capabilities on both sides, many experts caution that the likelihood of a direct conflict between Algeria and Morocco is rising. However, despite this growing military buildup, a full-scale war remains unlikely at present, at least for now. A military conflict would be devastating for both economies, with the global community likely intervening due to the strategic importance of North Africa. In 2025, Algerian President Abdelmadjid Tebboune gave an interview with French newspaper L'Opinion, where he denied that Algeria is supplying weapons to the Polisario Front. He stated, "The Sahrawis are requesting arms, but we are refraining from providing them at the moment." Yet, the question remains, will Algeria and Morocco find a peaceful path forward, or is the region heading toward greater instability? If the situation continues to deteriorate, the consequences could stretch far beyond the region. As Algeria and Morocco are both key players in North Africa, an all-out war could have global ripple effects. Both nations would suffer heavy casualties, and civilians would bear the brunt of any military conflict. Refugee flows from the contested territories could destabilize neighboring regions. It could also affect energy exports, particularly from Algeria, and alter alliances across the Middle East. What do you think? Is there hope for peace, or are we headed towards a larger conflict in North Africa? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more in-depth geopolitical analysis. I have been your host from eGeoFocus. Thank you for watching.